one of the things I wanted to talk about in the first little part is there was a survey. Excuse me, the word slipped away. My head's catching up from vacation. So there was a vodka tonic that slipped. There was a survey done by National Association of Realtors, and it's called the Realtors Confidence Index. And they do it. It's a monthly report that they do, and it talks about what the consumer is thinking in terms of real estate right then. And there were some really interesting highlights out of this report. There's a link to the report in it if you want, but the share of first-time home buyers decreased to 28% in September, and it was 29% in August.
First-time home buyers?
First-time home buyers, and then 31% of the market last year. First-time home buyers continued to struggle to compete with cash buyers. We've talked about that. Yeah. Properties typically stayed on the market for 17 days in the month of September. It was 21 days a year ago. So that days on market still continues to come. The share of non-primary residence buyers, which is vacation buyers, investors, decreased to 13%. And a lot of that is driven because people have stopped buying those vacation homes. You know, we know at the beginning of the pandemic, everybody wanted a lake home. Everybody wanted to move to a suburban market where they could get a little bit more land and have a little bit more outdoor space. And we've begun to see that trend back up just a smidge. So it's a really interesting report. If you want to go into more depth and detail in it, it's got a lot of really good nuggets about what's going on in the real estate market.
And just to jump off with that lake property, we met with clients on Friday and we were discussing Cedar Creek Lake with them. And I just kind of shared with them, I was amazed, you know, looking at some of the Ebby sales and who knew that houses were $2 million on Cedar Creek Lake now. And it doesn't seem like it was a one-off. And they shared that they have a family house, or did, that during the pandemic they spent 8 weeks at. They said it was a blessing, but that at some point a offer came in to their parents that basically said, leave us the keys. We'll take your sea-doos, we'll take your furniture, we'll take your dishes, and this is the sales price. And it was one of those ridiculous sales prices that they said, we like it, we'll take it, we're moving out of town. So it is interesting how things are going out there. That lake is quite something. Ebby has really done a great job, I think, of getting that out there as far as the new brokerage and how that has really changed, I feel like, the dynamics of the agents that are working out there, and how it, for better or worse, has kind of opened the floodgates for Dallas agents.
It really is. And it's, I don't know that I would be comfortable like selling a home on Cedar Creek Lake. I think I would partner with one of our agents 100%. Down there to do that, because it is such a different market and there are different requirements and there are different, just facets to it. But the number of what we see as company sales down there has just skyrocketed in the last few months.
It's bizarre. I would call Chris Hickman to get him to help me out there. Those nuances are quite interesting, the different fingers. But let's take a look at the market watch, because I would say that I was a little surprised. Overall, not a lot of jumps for this week versus last week. So as you see, new listings went up 2% to 2,100. Back on the market, up 5%, which is a relatively low number, not much turnover. Price decreases down 5%. I like that. Maybe people are beginning to listen and think, hey, let's really focus in on what we should bring the market in. Price increases, I say that these are just what is either mistakes that are being made and or new home construction that may have put it in early and decided, we should really sell it for more.
The number of contracts that went into the option period is up last week. It was up about 6%. And the number that came out of the option period was also up. The number of pendings were also up. And then the number of sold were just almost identical from the week before.
And coming soon, up 1%. So up, and it was a total of 298. So I think that one of the things that we were made aware of, our marketing assistant said, hey, maybe y'all could explain a little bit more of what like active option, out of option, and pending mean. And the active option means that you have entered into the option period and you have a 5 to 10 day period in which you can do your inspections. When you come out, you're contingent on elements like financing, the survey, the title policy all coming back. And then pending is when all of those have been made and you're really just waiting for the closing date. And that's usually changes probably in the last 10 days of the before it goes under contract. Or that's how we do the contract.
Yeah.
So good information. We hope you like it. If you want to know more information about one of those homes or the areas that you live near or have interest in, let us know. We can pull this data and give it to you, and it's really helpful to kind of get an eye of what's going on.